Yeah, welcome back. Look, it's a troubling time for Women's Championship side Coventry United after the club's board of directors informed players and staff last week of their intention to enter voluntary liquidation.
Yeah, the decision has put 39 employees out of work less than 6 months after the club opted to turn professional.
Indeed, yeah. Now, Michael Morgan, MBE, has set up a crowdfunder campaign to raise money. He joins us right now, as you can see, with a couple of helpers as well. So, Michael, thanks so much for coming on. Tell us, well, first of all, who are you with there?
Daughters, Hattie and Alice Morgan, and they're the inspiration, if I'm to be honest, Pete, to doing all of this.
Great. Well, Hattie and Alice, lovely to see you guys as well. Yeah, you say that's an inspiration, which is great. And so, what is that? What's the reason that you've got yourself involved?
So these two wanted to start playing football, as so many children do, a couple of years ago, and they joined Cov United Ladies. And over the last year, we've been along and watched the ladies play at the top level, and they're so friendly. They're so always willing to come over and to chat to the girls. These two have got their own favourites. They're committed to the community. They deserve the best, and they give the best to the club. And when you get the news before Christmas that you're going to lose your job, you just think we, as fans and as a brilliant community in Coventry, want to do something, and these two stung me into action on Christmas Eve, as you can imagine.
How did that conversation go then, Michael?
So I've been a fundraiser in Coventry for 30 years for the City of Culture, the Cathedral, so they know what I do and they're very interested in it. And it's that moment where they look in your eyes the day before Christmas and say, Daddy, surely we can do something. And deep down you want to say, I want to focus on Turkey and watching football and relaxing. But lo and behold, you find yourself saying yes. You set up a crowdfunder. Between every sprout, you're looking at your phone at the dinner table to see the lovely donations, which I know you shouldn't do, and my wife tells me off for, and I'm in deep trouble. But you can't say no to them, can you?
No, you can't. Listen, I'm sure it wasn't only the Morgan family that were looking at their phones over Christmas dinner once in a while, so don't worry about that. And of course, the news of these redundancies came just a couple of days before Christmas, as we were saying. So, I mean, as a dad yourself, Michael, you must have felt it extra hard, and did that inspire you as well at this time of year?
Yeah, it really did. We all sit down, don't we, and watch It's a Wonderful Life and Scrooge and A Christmas Carol and think of the Christmas spirit. So the second we decided to do something, crowdfunder was the obvious thing. Shameless plug, I apologise, but people have been logging on, looking at Coventry United Ladies and just giving and giving and giving and sharing the message. And we're deeply grateful. I talk about the Coventry community being incredible, but the football community's famed for its generosity. And at a time like this, people are thinking exactly as you've just thought. What about these women going into Christmas, finding out they've not got a job? And on the other side, it's lovely to know there's something there that supports them, but shows we're all thinking about them, isn't it, girls? There you go, that was loud, wasn't it?
Well, tell us a little bit more about it, Michael. How much have you raised so far? What's your target?
Sure, of course, sorry. So we've got a target of 10,000. We're a week in of a 4-week campaign. We've raised half the money. We've got lots of little goodies and thank yous for people. The target, to be honest, for those ladies, I don't think they quite know what the future holds at the moment. So the more we can raise, the better, and we'll share it out amongst the staff who work here. If we could break the 10,000 and go beyond, that would just be brilliant. So it's an expandable target, as we fundraisers always say.
Yeah, because your daughters play for the under-10s, and so hopefully you can go beyond and sort of filter all the way down the club. Because I suppose, you know, the first team sort of inspires the whole sort of ladder, doesn't it?
Completely. At the end of a game, as a Coventry City fan, I love all the sports in our city. I'm used to your players finishing the match, running down the tunnel. Whereas here, the players come over, sign autographs, chat for quite a long time, do school workshop programmes, and some of these girls' favourites like Nat and Noms, you just feel like they're almost part of the family. They've always got time to talk to the girls. They care deeply about Coventry, and we're just showing Coventry cares deeply about them.
I guess this shows, though, that this shouldn't really be happening these days, should it, Michael, with these professional women's or men's teams, but we're talking in particular women's here. It's a shame that you actually are forced to do something here and having to crowdfund. You're doing a brilliant job, but it's a shame that it's reached this point.
Yeah, I grew up as a Speedway fan, and this was the life of a Speedway fan. Your club would just disappear and it could be ported across the country as a franchise. And you sort of feel with football in the women's game, getting the kudos it gets and deserves, going professional as we have done, that the days of sudden and surprising liquidation would be gone. There's a far deeper conversation to be had there. Some people are reaching out to me about that, and to be candid, I just don't know the answer. I just want to do something to help these women. I'd love to know why it's happened. Whether that would change anything's debatable. I'd love to think it wouldn't happen again. Let's hope some lessons are learned along the way for the whole of the game, as well as for the benefit of these brilliant women.
OK then, Michael Mogan, MBE, the floor is yours. Last point, what's your message to anyone watching at home to help you out with this campaign?
Oh, tweet like crazy. Get onto Crowdfunder, look at Coventry United Ladies Girls. What was the hashtag?
Hashtag Save Our Club.
Save Our Club, hashtag Save Our Club, and look at the pressure. Hashtag Save Coventry United Ladies Football Club. Was that right? That would be brilliant. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Good luck with it, Michael, and thanks, and nice to see all three of you. Happy New Year.